Hello, my name is Lola, and I'm going to be reacting to Surf Ninjas by Nostalgia Critic. This was recommended to me by Durango Warlicus and Kung Fu Geek 2. Thank you for the recommendation. Yeah, the first time I heard about Surf Ninjas was when I was reacting to Nostalgia Critic's review of The Mask, when he said something about about the freaking poster of Surf Ninjas. I was like, what the freak is that? And then man, my memory sucks. I can't remember. It was I think AVGN. He referenced it too in one of his reviews. Yeah, um, and showed some clips of it. I was like, wait, hold up, what? This is real? This is a real thing? This is a real movie? What the? I ain't never seen this. I ain't never heard of this. I'm just surprised that freaking Rob Schneider's in this, and uh, and also I think who is it? Leslie Nielsen, he's in this too. Like, what the freak? From that clip that Angry Video Game Nerd showed, I think that was Leslie Nielsen. Like, he's in this too. Like, what the? Well, yeah, let's check this out. I have no idea what to expect. I don't know what the hell's coming. So let's check this out and see if it's any good. Maybe I don't know, but yeah, let's check this out. And if you want to like, comment, subscribe to my channel, you can. If you don't want to, that's fine too. Here we go.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember it so you don't have to. Every once in a while, a film comes along that challenges the way we look at cinema, life, and reality itself. A film that dares to take risks, be different, and not succumb to the rules and boundaries that Hollywood has set up for them. This, my friends, is one of those movies. I am, of course, talking about the indescribable genius of Surf Ninjas. Now, many of you may look at this film and say, hey, this is the worst piece of shit I've ever paid money to see. But that's because you are not seeing the true symbolic meaning behind what looks like a gigantic load of elephant dung. For if we look at Surf Ninjas with open eyes and critical analysis, we may see something deeper than even the filmmakers could have possibly imagined. Let's take a look. First of all, I should point out that this came out 1 year after Three Ninjas, which came out 1 year after the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles films. Which is quite daring because many people can mistake this for an even worse ripoff of the Ninja Turtle franchise. But no, this is an original construct of unbelievable power, casting nothing short but the best of Hollywood's acting talent, including famed dramatic actor Leslie Nielsen, whose film work is still considered to be at the height of cinematic excellence. And who can forget that legendary screen presence Ernie Reyes Jr., whose incredible performances as Manito in The Rundown and Cemetery Warrior No. 2 in Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull still brings chills to the movie-going public. And of course one of the gems of American cinema, who is said to be the Marlon Brando of his generation, the master himself,
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider. For indeed, how can anyone not swoon when he delivers such brilliant lines as,
she's afraid to show it. She's probably not very attractive.
And how could you not cry when he recites in all his brilliant majesty,
now don't make me come out there and beat you with a leg of mine that no longer works, cause I'll do it!
and how can you, in all honesty, not orgasm at the delivery of such awesome power when he says,
I've got 2 words to say to you. David Carradine in Kung Fu.
our hearts are with you, perceptive angel. So at the beginning of this epic masterpiece, we find 2 brothers named Johnny and Adam. They are quote-unquote surfer dudes who hang out with their best friend Iggy. They take surfing so seriously that they even treat their car as a surfboard, rowing their way to school, not caring how nobody has their hand on the steering wheel, putting dozens of lives at risk. Those lovable rapscallions. They're excited because Johnny is giving a speech at high school about a visiting monk named Bob Aram. But unfortunately, a la Saved by the Bell, he has totally forgotten about the assignment.
I've got nothing.
Already the film has sucked you in with its gut-wrenching suspense. How will Johnny get out of the speech if he has nothing prepared? Perhaps a last-minute scribbling of notes, or a totally improvised speech, or
Ba 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 rum.
Of course! A totally on-the-spot song rendition of Barbara Ann, a song that hasn't been popular in decades, and yet somehow everyone in the school is dancing and singing to its tubular melody. Genius. But little do they know that ninjas are looking to kill the two boys as they dress in the same color camouflage as the Street Fighter movie. This scene right here is obviously referencing Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now, because as we all know, they are both on the exact same emotional wavelength.
Horror has a face, and you must make a friend of horror.
What's tall, dark, wears a patch, and always seems to be on my butt?
It's almost as if Ford Coppola directed both movies. But luckily, there's a one-eyed Asian Charlie Chaplin to the rescue. His name is Zach, and he tells the two brothers that they are actually princes of a far-off land called...
Patusan?
Portisan? You mean those toilets at construction sites? Ew.
This may seem like a lame joke, but it's not. It's genius. So Zach tells the brothers about the island of Patusan.
Was the most peaceful place on earth. And one day the people gathered to celebrate the birth of Crown Prince Autumn and his brother, Crown Prince Yanni. Colonel G, a foreign mercenary, devastated our country.
Notice the low-angle shot here. That is to indicate that Leslie Nielsen is the bad guy. I'm often reminded of the low-angle shots in Citizen Kane, the greatest movie of all time.
Don't worry about me. I'm Charles Foster Kane.
We just want to drive, but the man won't let us.
Can you see the emotional similarities to these magnum opuses? I challenge you to say no! Also notice Leslie Nielsen's look of absolute evil when he approaches young Zach. That still haunts my nightmares. So Nielsen gets knocked over and gets half of his face squashed by an elephant. It may seem like he's standing in that spot on purpose or even getting under the elephant for no apparent reason, but my thought is that it's much like Wotan and the shattering of his spear. He knows his destiny, and instead of running away from it, he embraces his doom in a collaboration of zoom shots and what seems like lazy editing. Genius! So thus, Nielsen has to wear a plastic mask on half of his face, no doubt symbolizing the duality of his character. In any other film, this would look positively retarded. But because it's in this film, it works. Meanwhile, we see that little Adam has the whimsical power to see images of the future. And what device does he use to harness his visions? Not fumes from the cracks of the earth like the Oracle, not an enchanted fountain like the Mirror of Galadriel, but rather a Sega Game Gear that shows Adam exactly what's going to happen in a matter of seconds. It's like the legends of Greek mythology live again! Also notice the use of Playboy magazines here, even though this is so obviously a children's film. Always pushing the envelope, this movie, challenging us with the threat of sexual arousal. So Zach takes Johnny, Adam, and of course adorable Iggy, to the center headquarters of all the Patusan people, a Chinese restaurant.
The best Patusani food in LA.
There, Johnny's introduced to his future wife, who is arranged to marry him. Proof that people don't need to have relationships or similar interests, as long as they are both attractive, true love will shine through. But the ninjas arrive, and so Johnny must discover his true ability as a ninja warrior, not through years of physical training, not through the hardships of mental wisdom, but through magic. Notice the use of Beethoven's Ode to Joy, no doubt exactly the subject matter he had in mind when he wrote this epic piece. Note also that the ninjas, rather than get up and fight some more, roll out of the way as if to say, I had my chance, and now I must let others take my place. These guys are going where no other film dares! After a local cop gets thrown into the mix, our heroes set ashore to the island of Patusan. Here, we hear more of the characters' wonderful dialogue as they quote such timeless phrases that will no doubt never age.
Wasn't it styling?
Fully.
Mono surf!
Let's shred!
Legs are pumping!
Psych! No worries, bro.
Ain't it bitchin'?
One, two, dudes!
How could they have predicted that phrases like psych and pumpin' would still be words used even to this day? I'll tell you how. Genius! So while on the island, they come across even more nasty ninjas who hold our heroes hostage. But wait a minute, little Adam has an idea. Ah yes, running over the ninjas with their jeep. Notice how the ninjas at no point ever use their guns to stop the oncoming threat, even though they have plenty of time to do so. How fascinating. So they take the jeep while fighting off the other soldiers with the ninjas' most ancient weapon of battle, dynamite. Haha! That'll show those who value human life as a treasured gift. As if this film hasn't taken enough risks already, they actually dare to make a brave anti-smoking statement in the middle of a chase scene, no less.
Cigarettes. Yeah. I know I should quit.
Maybe you should get the patch. Look who I'm talking to.
Yes, inspired poet, let us all look into the deepest areas of our soul and see who we are talking to. G to the E to the N with an I-U-S. Genius! Which is quite interesting, seeing how this film says playboys are good and yet smoking is bad. Mixed messages or conflicting issues? Knock knock, who's there? Genius! After the chase scene, Zach gives them all sacred headbands made out of tie-dye shirts and sends what's left of their bodacious army to the villain's evil fortress. Not since the ending of Stanley Kubrick's Paths of Glory has a collection of warriors and fighters seemed so powerful and so moving, I dare you not to shed a tear while watching this awesome display. The only problem is the villain's fortress is surrounded by another large stretch of water. How can our heroes possibly cross? Of course! Turn the trees into surfboards! Absolutely brilliant. Even though these people have never surfed a day in their lives, Johnny, their fearless teacher, instructs them well.
Remember, bend your knees, use your arms.
And that's all you need! Bend your knees and swing your arms, surfing in 2 seconds! Suck it, Scorsese! But as if that wasn't enough, this film is also brave enough to confront racial sensibilities as well.
Brothers don't surf. Let's get back to the hood. Won't none of the homies talk to me again.
Yes! Brothers don't surf! Bringing into the light a stereotype I didn't even know existed! 911 emergency, what seems to be the problem? Yes, I seem to be having an overwhelming amount of genius! So our heroes infiltrate the heavily guarded fortress, armed not with swords, not with guns, but with giant yellow flags. That should throw off the militarily armed goons. They are so terrified at the poetry of the moment that they don't even have time to use their guns and instead just fling themselves at the invading troops. Now I know what a lot of you are thinking. How could they possibly have those flags when they so obviously didn't bring them over on their surfboards? Well, I'll tell you how.
Yeah, genius.
So finally we get to the big showdown with Leslie Nielsen and Warrior Johnny. Nielsen and Johnny start to fight, but Nielsen's mechanical hand starts to malfunction and forces him to start, jerking off. Now, I know a lot of you are wondering why on earth did they put that scene there? Well, I'll tell you why.
Yes, genius.
I have absolutely no clue. I think it's pretty fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
So Johnny defeats the evil villain, brings order to Pakistan, and makes a breathtaking speech that even Barack Obama would cry at.
Because I was born into royalty, I'm no different from you. Put my face on a stamp, 50-cent piece, and let's call it a day.
And what epic masterpiece wouldn't be complete without another rendition of Ba Ba Baran, as Ba Baran himself sings the song while wearing a beautiful necklace of yak testicles. So that's Surf Ninjas, one of the greatest movies, greatest things of all time. How can a movie be so great, so wonderful, and so unbelievably groundbreaking? Because there's no movie like Surf Ninjas. 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 There's no movie like Surf
Ninjas.
Nostalgia Critic.
There's no film like Surf Ninjas.
Nostalgia Critic.
Surf Ninjas. There's no film like Surf.
Wake up!
Oh, Margot, Rob, Mike, what happened to me?
You got shot in the head pretty good there, Nostalgia Critic.
But how? How did it happen?
Oh, that was me. I shot you in the head. Sorry.
I'm a Nostalgia Critic. I remember it, so you don't. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, I had the most horrible dream. And you were there. And you. And you.
Really?
No. I dreamt I was watching a horrible, horrible movie. And I liked it.
What was it?
Surf Ninjas.
And how was it?
It was the most god-awful piece of retro shit that I ever had to sit through in my entire life!
Okay, calm down.
Oh, but I'm me again. This is my room, and you're all here in glorious brown and white. And I'm never, ever gonna like anything, ever, ever again.
Yeah, I'm guessing copyright. Yeah, this movie sucked, by the way. Like, it's just. Uh,
But wait a minute. If I got shot in the head, then how did I survive? Optimus Prime?
Remember, I died for your sins.
what the fuck?
You know, I really should have put him in the top 11 sass nostalgic moments.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
That's not here. Did you accept Optimus Prime as your Lord and Savior? Oh god, this movie. Oh god, it's so bad. I felt like I was getting like losing brain cells watching it. But it's like, why the hell was Leslie Nielsen in this? And like Rob Schneider, I can see him, yeah, being in this, but Leslie Nielsen, like, come on, man. That was so dumb. Like, just this whole movie, so stupid, man. Somebody actually thought of this. Somebody actually thought, like, oh yeah, this is a good idea for a movie. Yeah. Well, with the whole ninja craze and because of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, everybody was trying to do ninja movies, Somebody said, you know what? Let's combine ninjas with surfing. And other people said, you know what? Yes, let's do that. So stupid. What the freak? That was so dumb. Like, but I can get like, if you like the movie, you watched it, you grew up with it, you love it for some reason. Like, you do you. But honestly, I feel nothing for this movie. Like, just it's so hard to love or even like this. It's just so stupid. Anyway, yeah, that's it. That's my reaction to Surf Ninjas by Nostalgia Critic. And everyone take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you in the next one.